Morning, guys. It's Monday, the 6th of June, 6:24 a.m., and we're talking again about life in the coffee shop. So, yeah, yesterday was an absolute adventure. We got a lot of work done by our builder. It's really interesting, actually, working with builders who, in real time, having agreed one rate. So, the builder that I've got, this Spaniard called Cyan, came in, and first time he told me that, okay, great, it's £35 per hour. So based upon that discussion, I then booked him in to do some work for a couple of days later. So he comes in with another guy, gets 45 minutes into the work and says, Deepak, come here. I need to charge you a different price. So he shows me a piece of paper with different pricing, and I look at it and we get into this heated discussion because I say the price is potentially fine. That's something for us to discuss. The problem is you're introducing an increased rate right into the middle of the work, and that's a problem for me. We need to agree up front, understand what your rates are, work out how you bill, and then make a decision. So I kind of get it through to him after a while that he recognizes he's introduced it at the wrong time, but he's like, there's no money to pay us both. So after some discussion, we agree upon a rate in the middle. I think he wanted £240. I said 180. We agreed on 200, and then the work started and continued. So what was also interesting about that was that there's like we had a set, let's call it, schedule of things that we needed to do. We needed to fix the ice maker, which involved some additional plumbing. To basically, the problem with the ice maker is, and I really am going to try and attempt to do at least one video a day in the shop today. So my mission today is to do a video in the shop today, because that would be fantastic. So the problem with the ice maker is that the water flow, the sink is up here, the ice maker is there, and the water flow doesn't flow down because it doesn't have a suction pipe. It's just a drain. So you need to fundamentally raise the level of the actual water that's coming out. So he plumbed it right through the back, because we've got the freezer and it's next to an adjoining building and the plumbing is at the back, so into someone else's hallway. So he plumbed it around, and hopefully that would have fixed it. But what also was interesting was that whilst he was doing all of this work, I uncovered a bunch of old boxes with shelves that I've had for such a long time that we've just not used anywhere. They got used yesterday because we ended up doing a whole bunch of additional work in terms of putting up some additional shelves, putting up some additional, ultimately, well, we got cupboards up. So there's been a significant change when it comes to how the space is actually put together. So it was really well done, and for that I gave him an additional £40, which is great. So it cost 248.28 in the end, because he bought something from Leyland. So yeah, it's been solid in terms of the day. That was how the day started, and then I immediately dove over. I say immediately, he got in at 7:30. I was quite impressed, actually. I mean, I did message him to ask me to message me 5 minutes before he arrives, but I don't think he understood, because he got there at 7:25. We agreed 7:30. Then he messaged me at 7:40 saying, where are you? And I was like, oh, are you there? He said, yeah, since 7:25. But I didn't get the 5-minute pre-warning. But I recognized coming in that he didn't quite understand. But it was impressive to meet a builder who actually turns up on time, 5 minutes ahead of time, brings someone to support him. They're very friendly people. Anyone they don't know, they call sir. They're quite soft-spoken, and they just get on with the job. And because he doesn't speak a lot of English, he just gets on with the job without much chit chat. So it was quite impressive, and it was well done, and really pleased with the work the guy's been doing for me, with me. And he's going to, of course, be on the lookout for more work, and we've got more work that I'm going to schedule him in for. And this is the next thing, I need to go to B&Q to get the worktops so that we can build some benches for people, so some tables for people to sit on. So again, I'm going to try and do a video today at the cafe to explain some of this stuff. Once that was done, I got the tube over to How Matcha. So How Matcha is based in Marylebone, and I realized from West Brompton, West Kensington, I can get a direct train to Edgware Road, and then from Edgware Road walk. So that just means there's no changes, which is quite nice. Just get out of Edgware Road and walk. So I went over to How Matcha, and again, just really realizing at How Matcha, they've got great customers and a great area, and the quality of the people that come in is quite high. They don't have a problem with spending money, so therefore it's just a case of improving the customer service, teaching people what it looks like in terms of selling and sales and communication. And on the basis of that, my cat's just running me eye. Come here, Jenny. Hey, there she is. On the basis of that, let's just give her a little stroke and then she calms down. On the basis of that, I really think that we can increase the revenue month on month by even 20% just by improving the levels of customer service. She's coming back up again. Are you going to come up? By improving the levels of customer service, that would increase the average order value, letting people know that we've got a toilet in there, letting people know that they connect to the Wi-Fi if they want. Like, people aren't aware of these things, and it really is already making a difference. So those were my days yesterday in the life of a cafe shop owner, and let's see what today brings. I have to at least record a video in both cafes so I can begin introducing some actual content from the cafes themselves. So it's 6:30 a.m. and here's Jenny again. No. There you go. She's trying to give it a stroke. And there's my washing in the back. Good morning, guys. Catch you later.